Hello, Yana Webb here. In this video, I'm going to go over the fourth and final part of the updated version, or my updated version, updated tutorial on If I Ain't Got You by Alicia Keys. If you've gone through parts 1, 2, and 3, part 4 will actually be pretty much, it'll be pretty straightforward. If you haven't gone through parts 1, 2, and 3, I will provide those in the description box. And if you watch until the end, I will provide you guys with another cool surprise that I think you'll really enjoy. So the reason why I say if you've watched part 1 or parts 1 through 3, if you've worked on it, it'll be easy because a lot of people don't even realize that the chords for part 4, or sorry, the chords for the chorus, when she goes, some people want to know, but I know, is the same chords from the intro. So if you worked on that, you pretty much learned the chorus and may not have realized it. It's the same chords, right? So anyways, even if you haven't gone through parts 1 and 3, if you're watching this for the first time, I have you as well. If you're a complete beginner and you're kind of, getting in the gate, there are a few things you do need to know before learning this part. First of all, C is the white key to the left of the two black keys. And it goes D, E, F, G, A, B, C, and then it just repeats itself. The other thing you do need to know is for the fingers, they have numbers in piano. So thumb is number 1, and it goes 2, 3, 4, 5. And then for the left hand, it's also thumb is number 1, and it goes 2, 3, 4, 5. So I will be referring to finger numbers, and we will be covering some black keys, but I will, let you know what they are as we go over them. So even if you're a complete beginner, this is just enough to know to kind of get you in the door in terms of learning a song. Now, the way that I'm going to play this again. If you have learned part 1, then this should be super, super easy. Now, the part that we're going to do is when she sings the chorus. Some people want it all, but I don't want it at all. If it ain't good, baby, if I got you, baby. Some people want diamond rings, but some just want everything, but everything is nothing if I ain't got you. Right? So again, if you've done part 1, you may remember this part. That's actually the first chord of the chorus. The only difference is we're not separating the notes. We're playing them all at the same time. Like that. So for those who are new, that is going to be the thumb on G, the 2 finger on B, and the pinky on E. So we'll focus on the right hand first. So all we're doing is we're just walking down with chords. The next chord that we're going to play is going to be this chord. If you remember part 1, when we did this, guess what? It's that chord, but you're just playing the 3 notes at the same time versus separately. So that would be the thumb. Well, there's a few ways you can play this. The thumb on G flat, the 2 fingers going to play A, and the pinky is going to play D. And because the thumb is a short finger and it has to reach for the black keys, feel free to use this space to be able to allow your thumb to reach it, because sometimes people will do this, but you don't have to do that. You can use the space with your longer fingers so that your thumb can reach. If you want to play it a different way, you can also use your 2 finger to play the G flat. Your 3rd finger can play A, and the 5th finger can play D. That's another way that you can play it, if it's easier. The next chord we're going to do is going to be our thumb is going to be on E, the 2 fingers going to be on G, and the pinky is going to be on C. If you remember this from the first intro, we're just playing them at the same time, right? So from the beginning, we have thumb on G, 2 finger on B, 5th finger on E, Then we go to thumb on G flat, or whatever fingering that you choose. 2 finger on A, pinky on D. And then thumb on E, 2 finger for G, and then pinky for C. And by the way, the G flat is the black key. If you look at the 3 black keys here, the G flat is the black key on the farthest left of the 3 black keys. So we will be working with that black key a couple of times throughout this tutorial. The final chord that you have to think about for this part is where our thumb is going to go to D. Our 2 finger or 3rd finger, whichever is most comfortable for you, goes to that G flat that I was just talking about. And the pinky is going to go to B. So we have So that's the first part when she goes, some people wanna know, but I don't want nothing at all. If it ain't you, baby, if I got you, baby, right? And then when she sings, some people want diamond rings, all you're doing is you're taking the same exact chords that you just learned and just walking back up. So some, same chord again. People, we're going back to the E, G, C chord. And then when she sings the word want, guess what? We're going back to the G flat, A, D chord. Want. And then diamond rings is just back to the first chord that we just left, or the first chord that we started with. So G, B, and E. So some people want diamond rings, right? And some just want everything. So when she sings everything the first time, we're going to go back to that same G flat, B, sorry, I keep saying B, A, and D chord. Everything, but everything. Now, this is where it's tricky. When she sings means, so everything means, there's an intermittent chord that shows up. And again, if you've learned part 1, you remember this chord where the thumb goes to F, the 2 finger goes to A flat, which is the black key in the middle of the 3 black keys. So it's this one. And then the pinky is going to go to D flat, which if you look at the 2 black keys over here, the D flat is the one on the left. Everything means. And then when she sings nothing, we're just back to the E, G, C chord that we played already a couple of times. Nothing if I ain't got. And then when she sings you, it's just the D, G flat, B chord. So at any given moment, we're really just playing 4 chords. It's either this one, this one, this one, this one, and we're either walking up those chords or we're walking down those chords. And these chords do have names, but that will be for a different video. I have a whole membership series that covers everything in theoretic detail. Before I get into the left hand, I do have a free piano in 3 steps video, where if you want to get into the door when it comes to learning piano, that video will go over everything from naming the keys to being able to play both hands together. And again, that video is free. If you want to access that video, if you want to sign up for it, the link for that video is in the description box. Make sure you sign up before you leave this video. Now, the left hand, again, if you've watched parts 1 through 3, it's the same exact notes that the left hand plays for those parts. So when she's saying some people want it all, as a matter of fact, I missed a whole part for the right hand. So when she sings, if you're starting from the part 3, we stopped at superficial, right? In the beginning of this video, I started you up here, right? But where you actually have to start when she sings, some people want, all you're going to do is just D, G flat B, that first chord I told you about. Some people. So for the next chord is just E, G, C. Bull is just the G flat A, D chord. Bull. And then you do the want it all, but then you're just walking right back. Ba, 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 ba. So again, it's more of like an exercise. Now the left hand for that part is going to be, and again, you can either choose to play it up here, or you can play it down here. It depends on the sound that you're looking for, but the notes are the same. It's just a different octave. So again, for reference, this is middle C. Middle C is the closest to the middle of the piano. So the right hand starts here in relevance to middle C, right? So if you want to start the left hand here, with this G, which is the first G below middle C, you can do something like a fourth finger for G. And you're just walking up. A, B, C. So third finger for A. 2 finger for B. And then thumb for C. So G, A, B, C, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's for the part where she goes, some people want it all. Some people. So in that case, she actually sings the notes, the first 3 notes for the bass. Some people, and then want it all, but I don't want. And then when she sings nothing at all, that's the 2 finger for B. Nothing at all, if it ain't. And then for the word you're just going to walk down to the 3rd finger for A. So the left hand is also walking up and down a series of notes. You, baby, fine God. And then for you, baby, you're just going to walk down to the 4th finger for G. And then when she sings, some people want diamond rings, it's the same walk up we did in the beginning. So G, A, B, C. Some people want diamond rings, and some just want. And when she sings everything, you're just going to step down to B. Everything. And then when she sings everything means, for the word means, you're going to have to go to the B flat, which is, if B is here, B flat is the black key that's right against it on the left side. B flat. And then when she sings nothing, we're going to go to A. You can just use our 4th finger. Nothing if I ain't got. And then we land back to G. You. So. Now again, as I mentioned in my previous parts, if you need to break this up, definitely do that. So you may need to take a couple of days to work on the right hand, get familiarized with it. And then same with the left hand, you practice the left hand for a couple of days. And then you can always come back to this video and then do both parts together. So the way that I'm going to deal with both parts is I'm going to kind of just go through it pretty quickly because it's pretty straightforward if you've taken the time to learn separate hands. The idea is whenever the right hand moves in a particular direction, the left hand moves in that same direction. So if the right hand steps up with the chord, the left hand's going to step up with this note. If the right hand steps down, the left hand steps down. And they always come in together. So for that first part, when she goes some, right, where the right hand goes to the D, G flat B chord, the left hand's going to come in on the G. Some. And then for the next chord, P, that goes with the thumb on E, 2-finger on G, 5th finger on C. The left hand's going to step up with it to play A. B. And then for full, as the right hand steps up to that G flat A D chord, the left hand's going to play B. And then for one and all, as the right hand steps up to that G B E chord, the left hand's going to step up to C. And I don't want, and then you're just stepping right back down. So as the right hand steps down to the G flat A D chord, the left hand's going to play B. Want nothing at all if it ain't. And then as the right hand steps down to E G C, the left hand steps down to A at the same time. You baby, if I ain't got, and then as the right hand steps down again to the D G flat B chord, the left hand's going to step down to G. And then for some people want diamond rings, you're going to just play this chord, step up, step up, step up. Diamond rings. So, some people want diamond rings. And then, but some just want, and then she sings everything. You just step down to the G flat A D chord, and the left hand plays B. Everything, but everything. Now again, when she sings that word means, you have that intermittent chord where the left hand's going to go to B flat, and the right hand's going to go to that F, A flat, D flat chord. Means. It's like a chromatic walk down. And then nothing, we're going to go back on course with the left hand playing A, the right hand playing E, G, C. Nothing if I ain't got. And then we're back to that G for the left hand, D, G flat, B for the right hand. So I'm going to play the whole thing, and I want you to hear the song in your head. So So as you're singing it, you can kind of hear where the chords fall in the actual track itself. And if you made it this far, I did say I was going to give you a surprise video. If you want to work on another song after this one, I do have a John Legend tutorial series for the song All of Me. I will provide a link for that series at the top right corner of this video. If this tutorial was helpful, please subscribe, turn the notification bell. I will be releasing a new video each and every week. And whenever a new video comes out, your phone will notify you. And then if you have any questions, feel free to comment. And if you do like this video, also press the like button. It helps get more views and all of that good stuff. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comment section. I'd be more than happy to help you. So thanks for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care.